So how far into that job did you start like planning out like on paper your gym?
Yeah, so specifics, it would have been pretty far in.
Okay.
But I started coaching jujitsu part time, like probably right around the same time I got that job.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like I started, but when I started coaching jujitsu, it was, okay, a couple days a week, and then it was like every year, it seemed like I added another class to my schedule. And the last couple years that I was at that job, I was like essentially coaching full time, like 5 days a week
Oh wow.
on top of that job. And all this happens during the pandemic as well, right?
Okay.
So for pre-pandemic, like through 2019, I had begun to like really talk to people about like opening a gym. At this point, I would have been a brown belt, and I'm like, okay, like the black belt's coming. I want to get this gym thing figured out, and I talked to guys who were interested in helping me finance that, and helping me figure it out. And then the pandemic hit, and so all that kind of got put to the side for a bit.
Yeah.
But ultimately, like I don't really remember the timeline, but I know the first few months of the pandemic, you're like, shit, like, is jiu-jitsu even going to exist anymore? And then like 6 months in, it was kind of like, oh, okay, like this isn't going anywhere, like we can still do this. And so by that point, I would have been saving money specifically for this. I didn't know quite how much money I needed, but I was working my day job, and then I'm coaching every day, and just saving. And I think what really pushed it was at the very end of 2020, my girlfriend and I moved to the north side of Indianapolis, about a half a mile from where the gym is now.
Right.
And when we moved and bought that house, it was kind of like, all right, so this is our house. We're not going anywhere. Like we love this neighborhood. So now I'm finally geographically in a place where I can open a gym, right? Because before that, we lived on like the southwest side, and I knew I wasn't going to open a gym down there, and that we wouldn't be there, permanently long term. So the big thing was like, okay, first we got to relocate. Once we relocate, now I can get serious about the gym.
Yeah.
And it kind of played out like that.
Cool.
Actually, I signed the lease on the gym like literally 1 year to the day after we moved into the house.
Oh wow.
It just kind of worked out like that.
Yeah.
And the longer time went on, like the more some people kind of helped nudge me to do this. Because it was something that I'd been talking about for years to anybody who was in my close circle, and things just sort of lined up.
Yeah.
Yeah.